Black Lives Matter is the most racist movement I've ever seen, in my opinion. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Yanagata. In my channel, I always talk about some topics from my point of view. And today we're going to talk about the most prohibited conversations, which is money, politics, religions. I don't know where or when started this. In Japan, in your country, everywhere. We have these things. Don't talk about money, politics, religions. But yeah, it's important. Yeah. Have you ever thought why we should not talk about this? Just you have to doubt what you've been told to. Money is the most important things to survive. Politics is also one of the most important things. Religions. This is much more important about football or basketball or music or actor. These three are the things that we have to talk about the most. Why is it prohibited? It's because when you talk about with your family or with the group of people, they start fighting. They start arguing. Destroy the relationship. That's why we should not talk about this. But in my opinion, even though there is a possibility to have an argument with your friend, with your family, but these things are something that we cannot run away from. If we don't talk about politics, and how do we develop our philosophy about the politics? Maybe have you learned something from your teacher, from your politics teacher, about the way you view if you're right or left. But when you have discussion with the people who has different oppositions, different way of thinking, let it argue. That's when you can develop your way of thinking. Maybe he has right. Maybe he's right. I was super conservative, but yeah, this liberals has a point. Or maybe left liberals. I was super liberal and LGBTQ and feminism. But just by listening to this conservative guy, maybe he has a point. If you don't have discussions, you cannot sharpen your knife. I think this story is from Torah, I guess. If you want to sharpen your knife, you have to bring another knife to let it sharpen each other. Only by discussing the topic. Yeah? And let's talk about this 5 arrows. 1 arrow, you can break it very easily. But if you put together 5 arrows, it's not easy to break. It's very strong. And the reason why all this mass media, the matrix, is trying to make us not talk about these, to divide. Because if we have argument or conversation with our friends about money, politics, religions, and if we find a way, after a long, strong argument, if we find a way to unite together, we'll be strong. In any country, if people unite together, it's very, very hard to defeat. And what Matrix does is that try to divide them. Rather than 5 arrows, divide 5 arrows into 1 and break 1 arrow each. This way it's easier. Why do they think talk about politics is bad? We have to. I don't know which country you live, but for example, United States, is it okay to allow the illegal immigrants to come into the country or not? Yes or no? The people who is not interested in politics don't want to talk about it. But we're living in a democracy. You have the right to vote. If you don't have the conversations, you don't know what's actually happening. You don't know what to do. You don't know the direction your country are supposed to go. That kind of philosophy, that kind of thinking mind is only developed by the politics. What about religion? Religion is important. Religion is big part of the culture. When there is no religions, when God dies, when there is no morals, the country will be destroyed. It's very easier. I know that when Stalin said, United States is a country of morals. If we destroy the moral of United States, we can destroy United States. So, if you don't talk about it, moral goals. If you avoid talking about this, you're running away from the important stuff. Money. How are you going to survive without money? You should be discussing about it. You have to talk with the people who knows how to make money, who knows how to manage the money. Maybe there's different opinions. Basically, all three of these is very, very important. The reason why the Matrix is telling us not to talk about it is to divide people. Come back to the point, the story of 5 arrows. 5 arrows together, super strong. If it's 100 arrows, it's impossible to break, right? Talk about it. And when I was in Malaysia studying, my auntie told me, what she said is this: arguing is sometimes it's very, very important. You might be thinking, why? Why arguing and discussing hard is good? It's because I want you to imagine short, okay? If you're using short a long time, your short become clean. Your short become dirty. It's not straight. It's like this, right? You have to iron. Like having argument with someone is like ironing. It's hard, it's hot, and smoke will come out. Yeah, it's hot, right? But at the end of the day, the short become clean, straight, very clean. Once in a while, it doesn't have to be really, really hard ironing, hard argument that you guys kill each other, but constantly we have to have ironing. It's hot, yes. Smoke come out, yes. It's hard, yes. But at the end of the day, the short, your relationship with your family, with your friend, with your society becomes clean. We cannot run away from this important element of our life, which is arguing, having conversation. We should not run away from it. And the Matrix always tries to divide us in many, many ways. The example I'm giving is this one. Right versus left, Black Lives Matter, Israel, Palestine, etc. Russia, Ukraine, anti-vaccine, pro-vaccine, all those stuff. Whenever that happens, you see, especially country like Europe, a country in Europe or United States, they're having big fight. You know, have you ever heard of the story? Coca-Cola and Pepsi is owned by the same owner, but Pepsi make fun of Coca-Cola in commercial advertisement. Coca-Cola says we're better than Pepsi. They're letting two sides fight. And the people who wants to buy Coca-Cola, no, Pepsi is shit, I buy Coca-Cola. No, I don't buy Coca-Cola, I buy Pepsi. By letting two sides fight, people consume Coca-Cola or Pepsi. But two sides, Pepsi and Coca-Cola, blue and red, are owned by the same person. Right or left? If right wins, same things. Left wins, same things. Doesn't really change anything, right? Do you remember when Putin said, United States, I've seen 3 presidents of United States. They have amazing idea, but none of their idea become true. The one in a black suit tell them what to do. Right, left. What's happening? Oh, you support Donald Trump, you so conservative, you're Nazi, blah, blah, blah. The left hates conservative. And the conservatives say, oh, conservative, oh, so I am right and you're left. Left is very crazy, gay rights activist and feminism and crazy shit. When they give some two sides, it's kind of obvious. Are you right or left? If you're right, you're supposed to be hating left. If you're left, you're supposed to be hating right. I just talked about this. Yeah? There was 2 arrow, 3 arrow, separate, it's weak. Now, they have just separated right and left. Let's destroy right first and left. The things that they don't understand, most of the people, is right or left, blue or red, it doesn't really matter. The most important thing is two sides wants to be happy. Two sides has to know that we are friend. We are the family. If in order for us to live good, what kind of conversation are we supposed to have? That's the right conversation. It's not about right or left. Black lives matter. Oh, you're white, you're bad. Oh, black, you used to make me a slave and you bad. So basically, after right and left, now they want to divide into white and black. I just don't like this terminology. It says black American, African American, and white American. Come on. If you have dark skin or lighter skin, you are American, right? I'm just talking about in Europe too. Maybe you don't need to African what, black what, white what. No, just American, German, French. That's it. When they divide, let two sides fight. How British Empire, how Spanish Empire, all those ones who invaded South America, India, what they did is give weapon to one tribes and another tribes. Let two tribes fight each other. They let them fuck each other, and when they become weak, both of them, I take over that land. They become my slave. Exactly the same things. Let right and left stupid fight each other, fuck each other. When they become weak, I take over. I conquer. And also, Black Lives Matter is the most racist movement I've ever seen, in my opinion, right? Racism, if you just don't talk about it, racism does not exist. Let me tell you something. In Japan, there is no racism, at least when I was in Japan, there was no racism in Japan because about black people or dark-skinned people, because there was no black people or brown people. I'm not saying in order to eliminate racism, you should eliminate black people or dark people. No. If people does not know about racism, people doesn't even care. People don't know it. Once I get out of my country, I went to Malaysia, I discovered such things as racism, being mean to people just because their skin color is dark. But I didn't know back in Japan. If people doesn't know about it, if people doesn't believe in it, racism does not exist. Because black people and white people and other people find it, this is racism. They know, they believe that racism exists. That's when racism exists. The best way to stop the racism, eliminate racism, is not talk about it. And what media did for your country? Well, black people is under racism. That race is under racism. White people are so racist. Sounds like they are protecting the rights of black people. But what they're actually doing is spreading racism by letting know everybody that black people gets racism. They're so racist. If you genuinely care about the racism, don't talk about it. Make it stupid. Don't believe it. And in the first place, it's a stupid movement, but people started to do riot. Wow, black people get into the shop and stealing things, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, looting, right? It's called looting. Now, white people and black people are more divided. When people are divided, they become scared of each other. That's when people fight. Again, within the country. Israel, Palestine. I'm not going to get into that, who is right and wrong. I think both of them has something. I just don't have enough information to say who is right and wrong. I just know that evil and innocent exist in movie, in real life. Both of them have justice. So I'm not going to say which side is right and wrong. But the narrative is, as always, created by the media. Are you the pro-Palestine, free Palestine, or are you the pro-Israel, protect the rights of Israel's, no Nazi? Is that the thing? And now what's happening in university? They're supposed to be genius in the university in the United States, especially. They're saying they're making movements. They're not even studying. They're going crazy because all of the people is supporting pro-Palestine. Oh, I am supposed to be pro-Palestine. If not, they're gonna bully me. Oh, I cannot go to school because these people are doing pro-Palestine. I am Israeli. I cannot go. Same thing. Now, again, after right, left, Black Lives Matter, Israel, Palestine, they have been divided. How many pieces are you divided to in your country? 1,000? 10,000? Divide. Pro-Palestine. Palestine or Israel. Black or white. Right or left. Pepsi or Coca-Cola. Anti-feminism or anti-feminism or feminism pro. Pro-vaccine or anti-vaccine or pro-vaccine. COVID. Russia or Ukraine. How many times are they doing the same strategy? They have been using this strategy all the time in history. All the time. Led to even war. Let Russia and Ukraine fight each other. They don't care about who wins. They sell weapons, make money. The evil way that they make money is make me and you fight and sell us weapons. They get the money. We get fucked. That's the things. That's why these kind of things, to avoid these, we have to talk about money, politics, religions without fear. You have to talk, even though you know that's gonna be a big argument, but you have to talk about it. Okay, before you talk about it, let's pray together. This is the important stuff. We have to talk about it. Let's respect each other, give comments, and be sincere. And until we solve the problem, we have to keep talking. Even though we hate each other, we have to talk. We have to give solution for the problem. And make sure after the argument, we hug each other. Because at the end of the day, all human wants to be happy. At the end of the day, what we want is happiness in my country. With that being said, you have to talk about it. Do you understand? Don't be the dancer. You shouldn't be dancing on the hand of the Matrix. Maybe you're doing something, but you're just dancing on the hand of the Matrix. Controlling it. Hey, it's moving the way I want. Fight, give you money. That's how they conquer rest of the world. And that's how they are destroying the people. They're brainwashing to people. Don't talk about politics. Don't talk about money. Don't talk about religions. Don't be fool. Be brave. It's okay to talk about it with respect. Okay? With that being said, thank you so much for watching my video until the end. I hope this video helped you the way think different for the bright future. Yeah? If you like this kind of if you like this kind of video, please like this video and subscribe my channel and tell me what your thoughts about this money, politics, religions. I'm waiting for that in the comments. So stay positive and see you in the next video. Bye.